saw it earlier this morning. It was moving around.
And it does do that snap from side to side as well that also makes it look a little tricky in the stopping area. It's just not a... I don't know.
It does not look as comfortable as it once was. I would agree.
You know, we were all talking about what are the bikes of the future. Jorge, for instance, where's he going to go if he doesn't renew with Ducati for whatever reason? Would he want to be? He'd want to be on the best ever motorcycle. But is that going to be the Yamaha? It's probably more likely going to be the Suzuki now.
Yeah, I think the one out there for him, if he's looking to jump ship, I think that Suzuki with Suter's riding style.
Got to be smooth, got to carry corner speed.
Yep.
Looks like that's the kind of motorbike. Yamaha, I just don't understand how the combination of electrics, chassis, tyres have gone the way they have with Yamaha. I mean, because Yamaha used to be the go-to motorcycle consistently. Just looked that smooth.
Yeah, I mean, once you got these new electronics, you had so many parameters with the other ones. Everything talked to everything, and everything was in sync, and they took that away from them. And now they're still... This is the second year or the third year with the new electronics?
Third.
Third?
Yeah, it might be third. Well, you tested them a long while ago on the board bike, didn't you? You had them on that.
I'm thinking... I think this is the second year. I don't know. If you're out there. It all turns into 1 year. If you're out there, let us know.
Fact is, they are like 7 generations ago.
Yes.
That's the snag, isn't it? It's like a 7-year-old type of system. It's not, but it kind of feels like that to a rider.
It does, and I think it was 16 maybe that we came in. So 67, this is the third year. But the last time I rode that I tested for Michelin on the Yamaha, we were on this new electronics, and it felt like a 7-year step backwards, just how the bike reacted.
I remember you struggled with it awfully. I mean, Aleix, because he didn't know any different, seemed to get along with it okay, but for you it was a real hard job to kind of get it around. And the only reason I'm saying that is because there will be riders that are having that same problem.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, and it's a lot of that's the factor. Look at that 5.2 already faster than this one.
But did you see how he was coming into the back of the...
Yeah.
He was on it, it was properly on its side. I mean, I was holding my breath while you were talking, watching it. It's pretty impressive stuff.
This thing's going to get to moving.
Tell you what, though. Didn't put him off, did it?
No.
He only slips back to second place, but still on 2:05 for him as well. 6/10 off.
Yeah, this is good. Pedrosa's in 6th at the moment. He might jump up 3rd. There we go. So that couple screws in his wrist can't be that bad.
Well, he's got the plate. It's going to be held together. It's going to be how he manages the pain. He's taken painkillers, we're told. So he will be able to take a certain kind of painkiller. Here's Aleix. Is he going to make that corner?
Didn't look like it.
No, it didn't look like it on the way in, did it? Dobby pulls in. Quick debrief, quick workout. 33 minutes of this session still to go. It's a crucial session. Top 10. We're looking for, obviously, they're looking for, to make sure they are guaranteed into tomorrow's qualifying 2 session, just in case it rains tomorrow, which it is scheduled to do.
That is
the
a
99.
lot of wings. Sorry, I'm just looking at the front of this thing. That thing's huge. Whoa.
Still only 600 mil. That is the outside parameter of it. It's the fact they've narrowed everything down to actually accommodate the wing.
True, yeah.
Yeah, it still can only be 600 mil wide. Looks ugly.
I'm trying to come up with something to say, and it's just, I don't have anything. It looks weird.
But if it works for him, that'll do. Ballet. Got Taka Nakagami right with him as well, so Honda versus Yamaha on the back straight. Not less dust now, but it's still a fair bit to shot blast all the paintwork.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a fair bit of wing on there as well.
It kind of looks like the old Suzuki little mustache thing.
Well, it can't protrude forward from the fixing point. Wherever the front edge is to the fairing itself, it can't protrude forward. I think they tried that at one point. Medium, medium. Crutchlow's got a hard in the rear. That must be just a bit of an experiment, surely. Well, a young man down in pit lane for us, James Souther's fair getting a name for himself in picking out a few extra bits and pieces. What do you got for us, James?
I just noticed a small thing where they're refueling Scott Redding's Aprilia here. If you just see the silver nozzle just on the seat unit there that it's just taking out now, that's where they actually refuel the Aprilia. Just to give you an idea, usually the fuel tank is in this kind of area here. But because of the weight distribution and everything else on a fuel tank these days on a MotoGP bike, it's really interesting to see a mechanic, an engineer refueling a MotoGP bike through the seats.
Won't be using that in endurance racing then.
No, definitely not. No, and I remember the last test bike I had, they redid a bunch of stuff, and that was the same thing. That's what the gas tank, they actually refueled it right behind the seat.
Well, it was the big problem with the M1s, wasn't it, at one point? When the fuel went down, where the weight was, the distribution, it used to be a problem. But I think the Tech 3 guys were always complaining about I think the factories sorted it out fairly soon, but then the Tech 3 guys got the technology a bit later on.
Yeah, and you had to set the bike up either for light load or for full load. And obviously you tried to set it up for light load for the end of the race, but
then your tyres are gone.
Yeah, but then that would throw you off in the beginning. You might be bottoming out, heavy fuel load. It had a lot of things to think about.
Tito Rabat. Give me your thoughts on the way Tito's gone this year so far.
I think it's gone great. You know, it's so hard to do those years in that Honda and be last. I mean, because let's face it, that was his position. So to do that and to still have a little bit of something to come back, get on a different manufacturer, different bike, and now he's riding good. So
he's looked really, really good so far, hasn't he? He's up into 8th place at the moment. Maverick Vinales has just gone in front of him, and I can tell you that the top 9 at the moment in this session are already through, but you've got to add Lorenzo to them for the top 10. So Shirin, Redding, Dovizioso, Rins is outside, Zarco are outside of the top 10 at the moment. Lorenzo, even though he's 14th in this session on your tower to your left, he's actually in courtesy of his time from free practice 1 this morning. But looking at his face when he was sat in the box just now, he doesn't look very happy in there, does he, Lorenzo?
No, starting over. You know, like we talked to Gaz Hour, he's got to forget about the brake issue that he had in the first race. Whoa, that had a little.
Tell you what, you want to check your old brake when you're getting down into that, knock the old pads back when they do that.
They used to. I don't know if they do so much anymore. Well, maybe you're still going to check them.
Depends on how big the... Ah, there we go.
There he is.
Junior. KRJR. Tell you what, was he 2000 world champ? And MotoGP legend Randy Mamola's officially now a MotoGP legend. It seems to. I'm a bit disappointed in the way that some people have spoken about Randy this week, I've got to say, and I'll stand up for the bloke. I mean, I love Randy Mamola. He's a great guy. He's done a lot for the sport. He's done a lot for charity. He was 4 times runner-up in the World Championship. Probably should have won one, but he won a lot of races, and he really was a spectacular motorcycle rider throughout his career. And to hear one or two people sort of dissing him, I find that a little bit difficult. It's not his fault he's been nominated to be a legend at the end of the day, but to hear some riders not quite... I know that, you know, have you won a world title? Does that make you a legend? I mean, what defines a legend, I would suppose, but Mamola in this paddock, by many people's standards, is a bit of a legend.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, I think it's well deserved. And like I say, it's not just what he does in a motorcycle. For me, I mean, I know him. I've known him forever, since I was, I don't know, 16, 17 years old. And obviously on a bike he was amazing. Everything other apart from that too. I mean, he is just a stand-up, one of our solid guys for the sport.
Yeah, second that. And there's nobody in this team that thinks any different. It's just a strange situation that has created the kind of reaction that it has from some quarters, which surprises me completely when you think they'd probably embrace a guy like him. It's not like he left this paddock. He's in this paddock all the time. He's been here. He still does the Ducati 2-seater rides. You know, he's still an ambassador for various sponsors and the like in the paddock. You know, his family is still here. His son's here. just seems odd to me, but there you go.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just too familiar.